Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Coolcat Connor.
What's up, man? Y'all? What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mizzy Miss Coolcat Connor, YouTube representing the Bird. You can catch me on the Birds of Broad Street every Monday with me, Notion, and Bird Game 31. I'm happy to be here, and if I look distracted, I'm watching the dumpster fire known as the New York Giants and the Washington football team. So if I look distracted, my bad. I'm just laughing at my two rivals.
Yeah, I guess in the NFC East.
If I look distracted, Eagles Nation, my apologies. Our dumpster fire of a division is playing.
So it's still 0-0, but okay, let's get to the topic, man. So I've seen like your videos of your matchup. How do you feel about this matchup against the 49ers since you guys had a victory over the Falcons? What do you think of this matchup?
I think this matchup is pretty good because, you know, if you guys was in full strength, false start. If y'all was in full strength, and again, sorry if I'm distracted, dumpster fire of the division, but if you guys was in full strength, yeah, it would have been tough, but with no corner, no linebacker, sorry about that. Your running back's gone. Yep, your running back's gone, and y'all have difficulties when it comes to Daniel Jones. Just damn. When it came to your what I was saying, oh yeah, when it comes to dealing with dual threat quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts is a dual threat quarterback. Then you got to deal with Devontae Smith. You got to deal with Rhaegar. You got to deal with Quez, Zach and Goddard. They still the best tight end duels in the game. And then of course Isaac Seumalo. Have y'all seen Jordan Mailata? That guy's a beast.
He's a big dude. I've seen he got a big contract from you guys.
Yes, he does.
So you got him in the 7th round? You got him in the 7th round coming off the rugby league or something?
Yeah, yep. So I know Bosa is a beast. I will give that man no credit. Bosa is a beast, but Jordan Mailata, man. Dang.
Yeah. So okay, I can agree on certain spots of what you're saying. The one thing I may disagree on the most is the running back spot. Sure, Mostert's out for the year, but we always tend to find those next running backs to step in. So it doesn't matter which back we got. Like it can be Jeff Wilson, it can be like a random back, but we got this Elijah Mitchell. May not be like exactly what Mostert is, but he did a solid job. Cornerbacks, I will agree on this part because as far as I hate to say it, you guys have a lot of speed at the receiver spot, and we don't got those fast guys. And Josh Norman's going to play. I don't know, man. Oh, okay. I see what you that Devontae Smith, but yeah, that dude played pretty good. He played pretty good against
Devontae Smith, the Heisman Trophy winner, 6 catches, his first touchdown by number 1 himself. And I hate to do that to the faithful, but I gotta do it. Jalen freaking Hurts! That's my catchphrase for him. Jalen Hurts. Listen, man. Trey Lance better be helping both sides the defensive line because think about this. Jalen Hurts a dual threat. He can run, he can throw, and the fact is we're not going to be in Levi Stadium. I'm sorry, faithful. We're not going to be in Levi Stadium. We're going to be in the Lincoln Financial Field, a sold-out packed house, a black, white, midnight green. The Eagles are going to thrive in that. I feel sorry for Jimmy G. And before we continue on with our matchups, faithful, please, I beg y'all, learn from the Vikings. Don't do it. Don't go to no rocky steps and deface Rocky. Learn from the Vikings, please. Please. But go ahead.
All right, but yeah. As far as like you guys having the home field advantage, that's what always matters when you play at home. It's always going to be a good advantage. But when you play at Lincoln Financial Field, it's not always a pretty place to play at. So it's like you get a lot of your feisty fan base out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different type of adjustment because we're going from Detroit all the way down to Philadelphia, and that's going to be a tough task. But the one thing I'm
gonna let you go, but let me say this about the Lake. Think about this: 1 full year of all of us being stuck at home, watching this team, not doing no fight chants at home, not, drinking beer, cheering, booing, and all we do. We get to go back home in a sold out Lincoln Financial Field. I'm sorry. How is Jimmy G going to handle that?
Look at this. That's the guy I was talking about.
Oh, Lord. You got nothing better to do. You better relax. First of all, you just can't. I just saw your video. You're in the hospital. You got to take it easy. Put that phone down and get take care of. And worry about the Chargers. We'll deal with y'all week 3. Worry about the Chargers. Why worry about us?
No, but all seriously, get well, bro.
Get well. Man. Hey, despite what I feel about Boys for Life, get well. I need you to be sure.
All right, let's think of the matchup. All right.
Yep.
Okay, as far as on certain occasions, I may agree on one part. Cornerback will be the one weakness we need to improve on. And you guys got a lot of speedy receivers, so that's going to be the tough task. But as far as the running game, more than likely we're going to have Javon Kinlaw back, so that might be a boost to stopping the run. But I still think Miles Sanders will create much of a matchup problem when it comes as a receiving back. So we definitely got to keep our coverage on this guy. You got some good tight ends. I mean, you got Zach Ertz still around. You got Dallas Goedert. Those are pretty good depth right there. Goddard.
Yep.
Yeah, and if we are down by points, it is going to be Trey's game to win. Well, we shall see. I mean, this is going to be like an interesting game. I don't expect it to be like the way we did against Detroit because as far as like the Eagles, they're more talented. Their defense is really stacked up on D-line.
The
linebackers your linebackers may not be good, but you guys got a solid D-line, and your secondary is like a little bit better than ours. So I'll give you guys that.
Big play. Rodney McLeod might be coming back. Avonte Maddox might be coming back. And yes, we got Eric Wilson. We got Anthony Harris. We got a bunch of linebackers to play with. But yep. I'm not in the hospital anymore, so I'm at home trolling. And I love trolling the podcast. You love the podcast. You better be lucky I invited you to the podcast. By the way, Birds of Broad Street every Monday, 6 o'clock. Boys for Life's favorite show. Subscribe, notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment. It's Boys for Life's favorite show, even though he loves trolling. But go ahead to the matchups.
Well, your link's on the description. So if anybody wants to check out your channel, it's on the description. All right. So okay.
Both of them,
the only advantage we have right now is just running the ball. If we can stay with the running game, our offensive line is not too bad. If Jimmy just does what he does best, manages the game and be able to do some play action, you got to watch out for Debo. Debo can do everything, and I don't know how your secondary can handle it. But where are you hiding? He's saying Chargers. That's fine. But in all seriously, the matchup that I see more of an advantage for us against the Eagles is the running game. You guys may have a really good defense, but I don't know how you guys are going to be able to test it against this kind of running team because, I mean, you guys were kind of a little exposed on Atlanta's offense, because Atlanta was able to run the ball really good. Cordero Patterson ran the ball effectively good, even though he was more of a wide receiver. Mike Davis kind of showcased a little bit, but can you imagine what it's going to be like when you go against the running backs we got? I mean, it's despite Mostert gone, you guys forget the fact that we're able to make up another running back. So it's like we got these next guys in that's going to play like studs out there. So people keep forgetting about how Matt Breida used to be good. Now he's not good no more.
Yeah.
It could be the same Mostert. Yeah. It's going to be a heavyweight fight. Yep.
Round two, like my kid said, round two. And I agree with you with the running backs, but when it comes to stopping the run, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Ryan Kerrigan could be back. Javon Hargrave, we got Josh Sweat and Derek Barnett. They can stop the run. So if we can stop the run and we let a big play slay and Steven Nelson do what they do with Deebo Samuels and the other guy, what's his name again? I forgot. Who's the other
which one? The wide receiver we got? We got Trent Sherfield, but we got Ayuk.
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk. I was about to say that. Brandon Ayuk and Deebo. If big play slay and Steven Nelson can stop those two, plus with our defensive end stopping the run, Jimmy G, man, because I respect Jimmy G, but y'all gotta admit he hasn't been healthy. He hasn't been healthy. I mean, that's why Kyle Shanahan drafted Trey Lance, right?
Yeah, that's why, because he hasn't been able to stay healthy for those last 3 years since he was our starting quarterback. He's been missing a lot of time. So the only time he's
Echo.
ever played a full,
I
yeah,
hear
he's played
Echo.
a full. Yeah. What?
I hear Echo.
Oh, let me try again.
Yep.
Are you good?
Still working on it.
Yeah, but all right. So yeah, I can agree on that part because Jimmy's been injury prone and it's been the issue. But drafting Trey Lance is like the best idea for us because in the short term, Jimmy's our guy, but in the long haul, we're gonna develop this guy. Trey Lance doesn't have to be rushed in to start right away. He'll just slowly get into the offense, and as soon as he gets in the flow, and as soon as Jimmy starts to get hurt or just doesn't play his
Yeah.
best, this is where we put Trey Lance into the game. But the most intriguing matchup about this team is like you're going to see Philadelphia with a far better offense than Detroit, and their defense is going to be able to create a lot of pressure. So that's going to be the more interesting task part is how we're going to be able to handle your guys' defensive line. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to get feisty, get physical.
There you
Your
go.
secondary,
Yep.
they're going to get physical, but our offensive line has to withstand it. And our running game, as far as I'm looking at, we're going to have Trey Sermon making his debut against the Eagles, so he should be able to be good
In
to
the
go.
offense, in your offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trey
Fletcher
Sermon.
Cox. He's gonna meet Fletcher Cox in a big way. He's gonna meet Brandon Graham, who is a talker. Listen. He's gonna meet those two in a big way. I hope he's ready because when it comes to Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox at the link and that crowd, he's gonna be introduced to those two real quick. So I hope he's ready to step up.
Yeah, well, I hope Big Play Slay is ready for the coverage. I mean, he's gonna have to have a tough task with Ayuk and the rest of the guys. But yeah, for my Buckeyes, oh yeah, he's a Buckeyes fan. But he was originally from Oklahoma, but he did become a good back coming over there.
Mhm.
So as far as like, okay, let me ask you a question, man. So as
Sure.
far as your new head coach, how do you feel about this new head coach? You think he's more better than what Doug Pederson brought to the table, or you think he's kind of like you just got to wait and see to the end of the season?
I like what Nick Sirianni is doing. He ain't when it comes to Doug Peterson, he won us the Super Bowl. You can't take that away from the guy. I mean, I got the Super Bowl gear here in the studio, so you can't take that away from him. But when it comes to Nick Sirianni, before you create the scheme, you got to know what the players like and don't like in the scheme. And that is what we like about Nick Sirianni. He plays to the strength of the players. What does Jalen Hurts do? What does Devontae Smith do? What does Miles and Goddard and Earth? What does these players do? And that's what we love about Nick Sirianni. Also, his press conference before when he started, okay, it was weird, but as he grew and grew in the press conference to the point where players liked him, players respected him, players want to fight for him. I mean, he said it's a heavyweight fight, round two. I mean, he loves Jalen Hurts. He wouldn't say Reds do. So we like what Nick Sirianni has done so far. Now, do that against the 49ers. Do it against them straight rats in Dallas, and we're good.
Yeah, that's going to be the wild task. I mean, yeah, because the way your offense played against Atlanta, that kind of gets you guys buying into it a little bit more. But when you guys go against an actual test, which I pretty much see what Boys for Life would say, you guys haven't really tested an actual team, and this will be your real test. You guys played Atlanta, which Atlanta's kind of like at the point where they're kind of rebuilding a little bit. But you're going to have some good looks. I mean, your receivers, they should have more of an advantage.
Before we get to the next topic, I want to address that because it's not our fault that we played the Atlanta Falcons. If it was you guys, okay. If it was the Cowboys, okay. If it was Tampa Bay or Kansas City week 1, okay. Blame the NFL. They gave us Atlanta. We won the Giants. A bunch of crybabies who let Washington go up and down the field on them. We won the Giants. But blame the NFL. They gave us Atlanta. So
yeah, blame the NFL too for giving us Detroit also. So I can see where you're coming from.
Detroit, y'all went up and down the field. I mean, y'all let them catch up, which was something to fear. That, I
We were
mean,
getting too comfortable.
That ain't good to let the Detroit Lions, who bite kneecaps and has L's on their hats, that ain't good.
That ain't good.
But
Nope.
don't let that happen at the link. Do not let it happen at the link.
That's true, because the fact that you guys are a far better team, and there's no way if we do that against you guys, it's gonna come back to bite us. So I think this is a wake up call. When we play against Philadelphia, I'm gonna expect to be a heavyweight fight, like your coach said. We're gonna come and bring our best, and you guys are gonna be ready for a better defense. This time, you're not gonna have your way like you did against Atlanta. It's gonna be like it's gonna have to be earned. So physicality, it's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it like as bad as people think it is. I think it's going to come down to the wire. Like when I mean come down to the wire, where it might just come into a field goal, or maybe come down to the last play of the game, where you guys it might come down to whoever gets that last touchdown or last possession. Exactly. I think it's going to be like that kind of game. But let me ask you one thing. So which is one player in the offseason that stood out to you that's kind of like impressing you in the regular season so far that you like right now?
There's two. There's two people that have impressed me so far. And the Eagles Nation, if y'all watch my videos, y'all would know who those two are. One I'm wearing, the other one I'm going to wear this Sunday.
I wonder who that guy is.
Devontae Smith, of course, he has impressed me this offseason, catching bombs in training camp. So he has been impressing me a lot. And then, of course, there's Jalen Hurts. I mean, the leadership, the swag, rent's due every day. He ain't missing no payments. That's leadership. He has impressed me a lot, and I have been blown away. I mean, think about it. A lot of people have been impressed by Jalen Hurts to the point where 500% of his jerseys went up. 500%. You don't do that if people ain't impressed. So I've been impressed with Devontae Smith, and I have been impressed with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, okay. So, like, from last year, it went from being like, why did we pick this guy? Now you're kind of like liking this guy now. Like, I seen how you guys were reacting. I seen a lot of reaction of the Eagles, man. It's like when you guys were picking him, you guys wanted, what's his name, Denzel Mims or something. And it just came down to like, wow, did we get another quarterback? We got Carson Wentz and all that. And then all of a sudden, the game against him, the Saints game kind of stood out.
If Howie says something that really puts all that in a bow. The last three times we went to the playoffs, including our Super Bowl, our backup helped us. Our backup, where was Carson Wentz? APP. We was looking for him. Sure, he beat the Cowboys with practice squad players, but then he went to Seattle, but then he faced Seattle at the link. That hurt. I mean, we need a quarterback that can actually play 16 now, 17 games. And Carson Wentz in 2017, he got hurt. 2018, he got hurt and got swept by Boys for Life street rat team of Cowboys. 2019, he beat the Cowboys with practice squad players, but then he got hurt. Cowboys, Eagles are going 2-5 in the next 7 games. That's what you want. But my scenario is us going 2-0. We'll see. Y'all go over week 3. This between. Think about this, Boys for Life. This is between 2, and I said this in my video. This is between 2-1-0 teams. This is very important for both of us. For him, he needs it because of the NFC West. For us,
it's a tough division.
Exactly. And for us, we just want it so we can rub it in every single street rat's face. Sorry. It's important.
Yeah, well, both of us are undefeated, so we do got something to play for. So that's no doubt in my mind. But see, the thing with Jalen Hurts is, he is a much healthier Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz, before he was even injury prone, this guy was really good at one point. Then he just got hurt during that year. You guys went to the Super Bowl. But Jalen Hurts, like when I look at the way he plays, man, I see a little bit of a throwback of a McNabb type. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of going too farther off. I don't know. Like, what do you
Or
think?
close. Or, and I hate to say this because he's in your division, I don't want to go that far. Russell Wilson.
Ooh, I don't know, but I mean, I've seen this guy play at Alabama and Oklahoma. I don't know how
Yeah.
he got replaced by Tua, but he did pretty good at Oklahoma, where he was actually playing his skill set and playing up to his strength. I can see a little bit more of a. I
Donovan
mean, he
McNabb.
can. Yeah, because the way
Mm-hmm.
the way you guys had him, and he scrambled too, and he did lead
Yeah.
teams, and he did win games. So the guy was really like poised and clutch for you guys. But that's too soon of a prediction. I think Jalen Hurts will get better in no time. The more experience, the better. I was more impressed by that pick, even though at the time you guys were upset by that guy and say, why did we pick this guy? We didn't need a quarterback. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I said this guy might be good. And I'm like, hey, Carson Wentz is going to be replaceable at this point.
And he
And I
had
guess at the
last year, and he impressed us.
yeah, and a couple. I mean, there were some Eagle fans looking at me and say, "What do you know about this?" And I said, "Dude, why do you think they drafted this quarterback for to replace Carson Wentz?" And
Yeah.
they thought I was nuts.
Yeah, when we drafted Jalen Hurts, yeah, we was a little upset because we had Carson Wentz. But again, you haven't been healthy for a while. You got swept by the street rats of Cowboy fans in 2018. You haven't won the Super Bowl. Nick Foles did, and we don't feel like going free agency to get a quarterback. So we had to go do what we had to do. And then Carson Wentz got benched, and Jalen Hurts, ever since that, has impressed us.
Yeah, well, Jalen Hurts is more fresher, more healthier. He's definitely getting better with this offense. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little impressed, even though he played against a team like Atlanta. But hey, everybody's looking at you and say they see you around the building. Guess a couple of your fan base and Field Minor coming around. But
Mm-hmm.
in all perspectively, we have yet to contain a mobile quarterback, and Jalen Hurts happens just to be one of those guys. And if
The
we
dual
cannot
threat.
slow him down, it's going to be a long day. And that's
Yep.
the one important task is slowing down a mobile quarterback like Jalen Hurts. Last year we had to deal with Carson Wentz, and he's mobile too. Just imagine how mobile Jalen Hurts is. That's going to be more of a tougher task, and
Yeah.
that's going to be the
Y'all
one
should
main.
know because y'all should know because Kyle Murray, Russell Wilson, y'all should know about mobile quarterbacks. Y'all should know.
Yeah. Especially the way how Russell runs and Kyler Murray runs, it's kind of been a difficult task. But now we're going against somebody like your team, and it's got a mobile quarterback, and it's not going to be an easy task. So it's going to have to be more like we have to do good on our assignments and contain them on certain plays. It's
Nick
not going to be
Bosa
easy.
got to do his job. If y'all want to win this game, Nick Bosa got to do his job. So does Jordan Mailata. Both those guys got to do their job. Because like I said in my video, again, 1-0 versus 1-0, it's important. Because someone's going to get the number one seed sooner or later. Y'all need to win this division, the toughest division. We need to win this division because every single time we had a bad season and a fourth place schedule, we went to the playoffs. This game is important. I don't care what anybody says. It's important. Someone's got to be 2-0. Someone got to be 1-1. It's important. In both these divisions, bad or good, it don't matter. It's important.
Well, yeah, 2-0 is a big start because in your
Yeah.
division, if you can get a 2-0 start, that gives you guys the better chance to at least get a leap. For us, getting 2-0 is not going to be like a leap. It's more like we're still going to be tied in this division. So that's the toughest part.
Yeah, because who does because let's go in your division. Who do Russell Wilson and the two crew play?
What does Russell Wilson play in that division? Seattle. I mean, and then you got Kyler Murray, who's a mobile.
I know that. I'm talking about week 2. Who does he play? Week 2.
Oh, they play Minnesota. No, wait, no, not Minnesota. I mean, I'm looking it up. It's the no, it's not the Colts. It's Tennessee. They play Tennessee.
Yep. So they could be 2-0 or 1-1. Who does the Arizona play week 2?
They play Indianapolis, I believe.
Yep. Carson Wentz. That could be 2-0 or 1-1. Who does the Rams face?
Whoa, Arizona. No. Arizona plays Minnesota. I looked it up.
Yes, there you go. But who do the Rams
The
play?
Rams play Indianapolis. I got it all mixed up on the division.
Yep.
But
That's it.
I see the Rams. But I see the Rams easily winning that game because the Colts are kind of still rusty a little. Arizona should have no problem with Minnesota, but knowing how they play, they did it last year with a team like the Lions, who they should have beat easily. So that can be a sleeper right there. It's kind of anybody's game in that division. Like you just have to not get too cocky. Yeah.
See what I mean? It's important because all three of those teams could potentially be 2-0. This game is important.
Yep. Because if we pretty much lose, we're behind the bubble, and it's going to be hard for late in the season. It has to come down to those teams losing.
Exactly.
But you guys have it pretty simple because even if you do start 2-0, it still gives you guys an advantage a little bit, but it still gives that division a little hope at the end of the year. So you guys have to still maintain that.
Exactly. But luckily for us, besides the Chiefs and Tampa, you can push those two to the side. Push those two to the side. The Cowboys twice. The two teams I'm watching now, the Giants and Washington twice. We got the Panthers. We got the Jets. We got the Saints, which it'll be tough. We got the Broncos. We got the Raiders. So some are going to be tough, but if we can do what we do, I'm not saying what I want to say, but who knows?
Yeah, well, if you look at the schedule, what we got, it's kind of very favorable down the stretch, but it comes down to like, well, after we play you guys, we got to play Green Bay on a primetime game. We play our division twice, like always, but we play Seattle week 4. And then we got teams coming down the stretch from the AFC South, which we play teams like Houston, the Colts and Titans, and the Jaguars. And then you got one of the teams that kind of been a little of a sleeper, but may not be as good as people think it is, but is the Bengals. So that could be a tricky part of. And then teams like you get Atlanta, who might just be late in the season, might be spoilers. So that might be
football. The worst team in football.
Oh, the worst team in football? I just think that usually late in the season, those teams become spoilers, and you got to watch out for those teams. Even when they start out,
Yep, I agree with the Falcons, man, but they still haven't recovered from Super Bowl 51. I mean, how do you let Tom Brady win 5 Super Bowls? Luckily for us, we stopped them from getting 6, but dang, y'all went from up top to down to down to down to down. Even with us, at least I can know that every single time we had a bad season of a 4-play schedule, we went to the playoffs. I got data to prove it up.
Yeah, I mean, your teams have been kind of like, you guys had a very competitive chances when it comes to your division.
Yeah.
Like a couple seasons ago, you guys did win your division. You guys did make the playoffs. It's kind of been an up and down season for us when it comes to being healthy, but 2019, that was pretty much the season where we had the hot start and
that
we were the hotter team.
For y'all. I will give y'all that. But if it wasn't for Jimmy G should have made that throw, and Debo, I think it was Debo who should have caught the ball.
No, it was Emmanuel Sanders.
There you go. Emmanuel Sanders could have caught the ball. Y'all could have been Super Bowl champions 6 times.
Just those one plays happen, man. Like even quite a few plays, but it plays factors into what could have happened. But I do like what I see out of Trey Lance, but I think it's what they're doing the right thing, not to rush him, man. Let him be ready.
Let him sit, because if you put him out, listen, if y'all put him out there in Lincoln Financial Field, if you put him out there, you might want to sit him. I'm glad what you're doing, because Nick Bosa needs to know what Jalen Hurts is going to do. But if you put him out there, it worked when it came to the Detroit Lions, because the Detroit Lions are the Detroit Lions. But come on now.
Well, we might do some gadget plays. We might do something like the Saints are doing. Like the Saints did it to the Green Bay, so it could be the same way we were doing. So I'm going to give you some little what's going to happen. What Eagles are going to expect is a little bit of those little trickery plays. We might just throw in Lance for sprinkle plays, and it may work, it may not work. So you guys may not be fooled by this. So that may be the one tougher task for you guys.
because we used to do it last year. Remember Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts, so
And
we're used to it. We're kind of used to it.
so that could be the one thing that may be a little tougher than what people expect it to be. But
Mm-hmm.
so as far as like your expectation for your team, do you really expect your team to win this division, or you think they're just whatever you see it by, man? I'm pretty sure you have your own confidence, like, oh, we're gonna win this division for sure.
Normally, and when people say rebuild year, most Eagle fans would say, nah. But for me, come on now, it's most people could consider this division the NFC least. If it was the NFC West with you guys, not a chance. Not a chance. If it was like I'm saying, if it was in your division, please. But it's the NFC East. I mean, the Giants
Why?
and Washington are beating each other up. Dallas, don't get me started with them. This is an easy division to win because anyone can win it. So I do have faith in us winning the division. I'm not going any farther than that because I'm not trying to go there because people are tough up there. So I'm gonna say win the division, but that's as far as I'm going.
Okay, so I guess a buddy of yours said, "What's up to you, man?"
What's
Seahawks Eddie.
up? What's up, everybody? Salute the Eagles Nation in the building. I need to see y'all Sunday. I need to see y'all
Somebody,
Sunday.
yeah, this Cowboys fan says they're gonna win a division.
Of course, that's what street rats are. When they see, think about this. It's probably the same with you guys in the Arizona and Seattle and the Rams. When street rats see green or street rats see division, they pop up every single time. Mind your dang business, street rats. This is between 2-1-0 teams looking to trying to get number one seeds. Come on now.
Okay, okay, so the thing that I kind of seen on the film a little bit about your team is, yeah, Jalen Hurts is kind of showing a little promising as a quarterback. That's going to be the tougher test, even if you
I
try
know
to
where
do
you're
good in
going with this,
coverage.
but it's against the Atlanta Falcons. I know where you're going with this, but go ahead.
No, but the running game's going to be the one that we might have to
Kenny
expose a little bit.
Gainwell
I know
and
it's the
Miles
Falcons.
Sanders. Sorry, Kenny Gainwell and Miles Sanders, the 1-2 punch. You're gonna have to keep an eye on them. Maybe even Boston Scott if they put him in. But yeah, keep an eye on those two.
Yeah, well, that's the only unique skill set of what Miles Sanders brings to the table. He does more as a receiving back, but he does good as a runner too. So that will be
Mhm.
the one ultimate task that I might think that, hey, this is the one matchup we cannot ill afford is let Miles Sanders come out free and make those big ridiculous plays. Like when I see a
Actually,
little bit,
not just Miles Sanders, and not just Kenny Gainwell, but Jalen Hurts too. Don't let those three run. Don't let those three run.
yeah, Jalen Hurts is going to be able to scramble too, but he's got an arm, so he's not like no slouch. So he
I
could
know
definitely
he got
give
it
us.
on. It takes one deep ball to Devontae Smith, and it's a wrap. It
And the
takes one.
chemistry.
It takes one deep ball to Rager or Quez, and it's a wrap. Especially with your corners and linebacker and running back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. By the way, sorry about that. But with those guys out, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's going to be a tough task, but like when you look at the matchup, yeah, I guess a lot of it has to do with your quarterback and the fact that we have to cover your receiver. So that's going to be the one weakness. I don't even know if we're going to even stick with man to man or we're going to stick with zone because now that we're kind of dinged up with the secondary, we might have to switch it up a little bit. So we're probably
yep,
going to have to switch up the coverage a little bit just so we can get some safety help and maybe be able to limit the passing game a little bit and get to
yep,
Jalen Hurts. But I know, like they say, easier said than done, but you got to get the task done. So that's going to be the one tough part about playing
yeah,
the Eagles is the running game's going to be more intense. I think it's going to be interesting how Sanders and how Elijah Mitchell or whoever we run the ball with because it's going to be intriguing who's going to be the hot hand. So I think it's going to
exactly.
have to come down to yeah, and Kittle just goes against one of your
Yeah.
linebackers or whoever. I don't know who's going to cover him, but it's going to be a tough matchup. So I
Anthony
think that
Harris or Eric Wilson will have their and Anthony Harris, Eric Wilson, and the other guy. I keep forgetting his names. Eric Wilson, one of those guys, going to have to do that part because they're going to have to cover George Kittle, who is a problem. I will give y'all that he is a problem. But then your linebacker's going to have to, because I was thinking about making a video about this, but I'm thinking about it. I did it with the Atlanta Falcons, right? I said, pick your poison. If you cover Smitty, you got Quez. If you got Quez, Rhaegar. If you got Rhaegar, Smitty. If you cover any of them, you got Goddard and Ertz. If you cover any of those five, Miles, Kenny Gainwell, Boston, Jalen Hurts. So I was thinking about doing that. Pick your poison. So the linebackers of yours going to have to put in work because Goddard and Ertz, they ain't no slouch.
Yeah, I know that. That's going to be the ultimate task. It's kind of like we're going to play against a little bit like Seattle, a little bit with their offense. So,
yeah,
you guys have a lot of speedsters, but I think the fact that you guys are able to click. I mean, last year Jalen Reagor didn't have really much of a good rookie year. Now he's starting to click in with Jalen Hurts, and that's kind of like making a significant difference. It's probably because of the fact you guys changed a lot of your coaching staff a lot. It's kind of usually it takes a little time for the teams to like build up a gel up a little bit, but you guys are kind of quickly getting it there quickly. So that's kind of like it happened with the Giants last year, and it took them time. But now you guys are speeding up a little bit different. So maybe there's a little difference there, or maybe they're just thinking, oh, because you play the Falcons, we shall see. That's the only question mark they're probably thinking. Is it because you guys played Atlanta?
Yeah.
Or have you guys? Yeah, they're going to say, hey, you got to test against a real team, and this is the real team you're going to face. Yep.
Exactly, because that's all I hear. That's all we heard the past couple of weeks. Oh, we faced the Atlanta Falcons. And again, like I said, it ain't our fault. It ain't your fault that y'all faced the Lions. It ain't our fault we faced the Atlanta Falcons. We didn't create the schedule. You didn't create the schedule. The NFL did. I mean, if y'all faced Green Bay, it would have been tough. If we faced you guys or Kansas City week 1, it would have been tough. But the NFL said Atlanta Falcons for the Eagles, Lions for the 49ers.
Yep, they picked the schedule. It doesn't mean that we wanted to pick the schedule. It's not our fault we played this week. Like we just played like the top 5 worst teams in football. It could have been more of an excuse if we played the Jaguars, and that would have been the worst way to go.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. If y'all played the Jags and we played the Texans, they would have said the same thing. But if we faced the Chiefs and y'all faced Green Bay, it would have been a different story, and people would have been said, I knew the Niners wouldn't be tough. I knew the Eagles wouldn't be tough. Oh, and one. They would have been complaining like they're doing now. Oh, it's just the Falcons. Oh, it's just the Niners. It ain't our fault. We didn't create the schedule. Roger Goodell did.
Yeah, Roger Goodell's revenue type of thing. He likes to go with what team is better. But yeah, so looking into the side of your defense, okay, Darius Slate, who you guys got last offseason from the Detroit Lions. He's kind of like he was kind of a little bit inconsistent last year, but he's kind of made a little more stride this year. So how do you feel about your other secondary besides Slay? Who's the
Stephen
one guy that's fending out? Yeah.
Stephen Nelson, I'm happy we got him because Darius Slay needs help. Because, with Deebo Samuels and Brandon Ayuk, and of course we got Kansas City. We got Tampa Bay. We got the Dallas Cowboys, unfortunately. I don't know why they're in our division when they're in the South. I really don't understand that, but that's just me. But we got all these opponents with receivers that are good. So, and we can't have a big play Slay in the island. So thank God Howie Roseman got Steven Nelson that can help. And in an Atlanta Falcons game, despite what we think of the Atlanta Falcons, he was good. He was really good. So, yeah, they got to step up because Brandon Ayuk and
Deebo
Samuels. I keep forgetting these names. My bad. Deebo Samuels.
And then we got this one sleeper receiver that you guys might need to watch out for is Trent Sherfield.
Yep.
Sherfield's another guy. He might have took a lot of reps off of Ayuk, so that might be the one concerning factor. But maybe we might have saved Ayuk for the Eagles game, so that might be the tricky part. Trey Sermon, he hasn't even played a snap yet.
I know Brandon Ayuk might be motivated because of what the coach said. Because I saw because trust me, when it comes to my opponents, I always go on Twitter, write their names up, and see what everybody's saying. I saw something about Brandon Ayuk and Kyle Shanahan having a little beef with each other about something.
It's more about like his hamstring or something like that. They limit him in the offense. They didn't give him much targets. They just let him be a returner.
Wait, he limited? He's limited, or he full play?
No, he wasn't playing much. Like, he was only playing limited because Shanahan was being cautious with him and something like that. And then they felt like Trent Sherfield was the hot hand at wide receiver, so they just played him more. And I don't know why, but it seems to me Trent Sherfield's taking advantage of
it. Is he playing, or y'all don't know yet?
More than likely, he should be able to play more snaps this time. Because the fact that we kind of limit him against the Lions, that's kind of like a question mark. And that's where you're getting all this info. And it's kind of like concerning. Like, are we wondering, is Shanahan putting him in a doghouse, or is he kind of just playing guessing games? Maybe he's trying to get you guys to get fooled by it and say, oh, they're not going to play Ayuk as much. Oh, we're not going to be worried about it. Maybe that's the tricky play. Maybe he's trying to pull the trick on his sleeve and say, I'm going to play Ayuk this week or something like that.
Yeah, and I saw on there that Brandon Ayuk and Kyle Shanahan was battling with each other about the playing time. So I don't know if he's going to play or not. That's just me. But still, the defense, Darius Slay, he got to cover Brandon Ayuk and Bryant and the other guy.
Oh, Debo and Trent Sherfield.
Debo. I keep forgetting Debo. I'm sorry, because
it doesn't pop up. Doesn't pop up in your head, man. Doesn't pop up.
I'm sorry, faithful, because all I thought about was Debo. I forgot about Brandon Ayuk. My bad, guys.
Well, that's the interesting part about it. That's the one thing that maybe Shanahan might have did for the Eagles. Maybe the Eagles are just not aware of Ayuk. They're probably saying, "Oh, he's not playing. I guess we probably don't have to worry about him." Oh, they got this new guy, this Trent Sherfield guy. Let's focus on this guy. Maybe Shanahan's kind of like stirring the pot, stirring into the playbook, and maybe trying to like mix up the playbook and say, you know what, we're gonna play him this week. Let's let them think it's Trent Sherfield this week.
Yeah, because Debo is. You gotta keep an eye on him. But Brandon Ayuk, if we stop him, and hopefully we can stop Debo, especially because, like I said, it's in Lincoln Financial Field. So let's hope with Eagles Nation in third down, we're gonna be hyped. So Brandon Ayuk and Debo better be ready.
It's going to be loud at the financial field, that's for sure.
Yes,
because you guys got that hype
especially with all of us being stuck at home. Nobody hasn't been to the link since, this year. It's going to be crazy because we've been having lots of fun at the link. This is going to be crazy. The return of Eagles Nation, the return of black, white, midnight green in the stands. For those about to rock, up in here, fly Eagles, fly chant. Listen, 49ers, be ready.
What? Yeah, well, in all seriously, man, like that's gonna be the more.
No, I'm serious. I'm not joking. I wish I was. I wish I was T. Ian. I'm serious.
Yeah, that's going to be the tougher matchup as far as that. I mean, you guys are going to have home field advantage. Your fans are going to be loud. It's going to be feisty. It's going to be a little competitive. Your defense is going to give us a strong matchup. But the only question is how you guys are going to limit our offense. We got some weapons, and you guys got weapons too. So it might just be a shootout. It might come down to a field goal.
It's going to be a shootout, and like I'm happy about that. Let the better team win, and let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, because again, like I said, you guys need this win because of the NFC West. I mean, everybody from the Seahawks, to the Cardinals, to the Rams, they're going to be 2-0. They ain't facing a bunch of cupcakes. They're not facing a couple of cupcakes. And when it comes to us, like I said, we need to win this division just to shut up everybody saying, oh, it's a rebuild year. Oh, the Eagles don't have a chance. Okay. Y'all were surprised last game, even though it was against the Falcons. But people were
Yeah.
surprised.
Well, see, like you said, it's a good valid point for us. We do need this win more than you guys because even if you guys did lose in some way, it wouldn't really hurt your division. You still guys have a better chance to win this division.
Yep.
But if it came down the other way, it would be tougher. But it's early in the season, so it's anybody's guess.
Yep.
But as far as everything else, I mean, if anybody else got any more questions, we can go on with these next questions. But I guess they've been kind of quiet or been chanting their teams. Like there's been a lot of Philly fans and Dallas fans, everybody else jumping into
Of
the
course,
stream. Then we got
Dallas. It's like this. Wherever Eagle fans go, Cowboy fans like to follow. It's just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I brought street rats in your house, but it is what it is because wherever we go, street rats follow. So go ahead.
oh, okay. Well, I get that with these. I get it a lot with these Seahawk fans too. So it's kind of
Exactly. Now you
feelings mutual.
understand. Now you
Feelings mutual.
understand.
Yeah, feelings kind of mutual when you get Seattle fans or Rams fans coming into the stream. Then you get some Cardinal fans that I've never seen out of the woodwork come out. Yeah, division, but the ones I get the most annoyed the most is those Raider fans. Ah, man, they get a little. They kind of black out the spam a little.
Exactly.
Yeah. So okay. Let me give you one last final question before we get to the end of the stream. So give me your prediction.
Time, by the way, so thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, faithful. But go ahead. Last question.
No problem. Maybe in the near future you can come on to the stream again. But let me ask you one last question. I'm pretty sure you're going to pick this other way around. But give me your score prediction for this, and then we can go after that.
Yeah, my score prediction, like I said, is going to be a shootout. It's going to come down to a touchdown or a field goal. I was debating because I was at the link taking pictures, so I was debating on this, but I'm going with my heart, and I'm going with the green, of course. And I know what you're going to pick, but I got the Eagles winning 27-20.
All right, seems reasonable because of the fact you guys should be able to expose us a little on our cornerbacks, and you guys should have no issue with it. If we can't make third down adjustment stops on you guys, then it's going to be a long day. But I'm going to go on the prediction and flip it the other way around. I say, for example, it would be like but I see it more or less of a touchdown. It would probably be like a closer game than what you think. I'll give it 31-27. I mean, you guys will give us a fight, but I don't see it like kind of like it could go to a field goal. So I think this game could go into overtime or maybe go down to the wire. So you have your team winning. You have your team winning by 7 points. I can respect it because of the fact that you might be able to expose our weakness there, and it might come down to it. But in my perspective, if we make adjustments, I see us winning by 4 points, and that's kind of like that's not overhyping. That's a possibility if we make the adjustments.
It's a possibility, and the Eagles will be making adjustments too because of a Jonathan Gannon. He can make some adjustments in the half as well. So,
yeah, in all perspective, man, let the best team win. Maybe in the near future. Maybe in the near future, if you have the free time or if you want to go on my stream randomly, I do like Sports Hangout on a daily. You can just jump in and talk football with me. But
no problem.
For everybody else, man, me and Coolcat Connor is out.
Yep.
So have a good day.
Have a good day, y'all.
All right, so the stream's over. CG Ruthless Sports is out, and you already know. Go Niners.